Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we'll be exploring a fascinating fitness trend known as walking yoga. It merges gentle walking with mindful movements and intentional breathwork. Joining me is my co-host, Ilara Sky, who has a particular interest in natural health and holistic well-being. We'll be discussing how walking yoga can help ease stiffness, improve mental clarity, and support your overall metabolic health, all without intense workouts or special equipment.
Thank you, Ethan. Walking yoga is indeed attracting attention because it's so accessible. Most of us walk every day, but we rarely consider adding yoga poses or breathwork into that routine. According to Dr. Mercola's analysis, walking yoga helps you reconnect with your body by combining simple stretches, mindful steps, and rhythmic breathing. Over time, it can lower anxiety, increase flexibility, and help you feel more present. The best part is, you only need a path and your breath to begin.
That's a great point. Dr. Mercola cites research and anecdotal experiences showing that even 2 weeks of consistent walking yoga can improve joint health, balance, and energy levels. This approach differs from high-intensity routines because it's low impact, which makes it suitable for a wider range of people. When we think about movement, we often picture strenuous workouts in a gym setting, but walking yoga is a much gentler way to stay active and support metabolic health, particularly as we age.
Precisely. One of the reasons walking yoga has gained traction is that it eases stiffness and promotes better circulation. Professor Paul Lee, a former orthopedic surgeon, notes that by carefully aligning our bodies during these walking sessions, we lubricate our joints and help reduce soreness or discomfort. Simple movements can have a profound effect on joint resilience, especially for those who sit for long periods or spend excessive time in front of screens.
Exactly. It's interesting you bring up the impact of screen time, because we now know that the average person can spend upwards of 7 hours a day on a device. That digital overload can fuel anxiety and mental distraction. Walking yoga creates an opportunity to step away from constant scrolling and notifications. In Tom's Guide, a fitness and mobility coach named Sam Hopes tried walking yoga and reported feeling calmer, more focused, and less caught up in racing thoughts, even after a single session.
She also consulted with yoga instructor Sophia Drozd, who suggested that many people are shifting toward low-impact exercises to reduce stress and allow the body to recover. Walking yoga fits this trend perfectly. Drozd mentioned that syncing your breath with your steps acts like an anchor, pulling you into the present moment. One particular breathing pattern that Hopes tried was inhaling for 1 step, exhaling for 2, then inhaling for 2 steps, exhaling for 3. This forced her to concentrate, improving posture and stability.
Meanwhile, that controlled breathing helps strengthen the diaphragm, a key respiratory muscle that forms part of our core. A stronger diaphragm supports better posture, deeper breathing, and even healthy digestion. It also plays a crucial role in calming those moments of stress or anxiety that creep up when we're juggling daily responsibilities. What I find especially appealing about walking yoga is that anyone can do it without feeling intimidated by formal studio practices.
That's such an important point. Not everyone enjoys the typical environment of a yoga class, especially if they have chronic pain or find standard yoga routines too intense. But if you start with a short, familiar walking route and simply add a few mindful stretches along the way, you can ease into the practice without feeling overwhelmed. It's a wonderful way to build confidence while gently improving flexibility.
Another intriguing aspect of walking yoga is the grounding experience, which sometimes involves going barefoot on natural surfaces. Dr. Mercola often speaks about grounding, the simple act of allowing your feet to directly connect with the earth. This interplay helps balance your nervous system, supports emotional stability, and strengthens foot muscles. Some people find that it also elevates their overall sense of connection with nature, providing an added emotional boost.
Yes, and while going barefoot isn't always practical, it's something to consider if the conditions are safe. Additionally, practicing outdoors can help you soak up more sunlight. That natural light exposure supports vitamin D production, which is linked to countless health benefits. Staying indoors on a treadmill can't replicate the full mental and biological effects of being outside. So for those who can, morning or early day walking yoga is an ideal way to harness sunlight and fresh air.
Susan Griffin, writing for Woman and Home, was another individual who tried walking yoga. She doesn't consider herself a yoga enthusiast, but she does enjoy walking. After just 2 weeks, she noted improvements in mood, energy, and flexibility. She also mentioned that her knees felt stronger and that her mental clarity sharpened. This echoes the experiences of many who find traditional yoga intimidating, but still crave the postural and joint health benefits it offers.
Right. Griffin's experience underscores how quickly these benefits appear. If you remain consistent, even for 2 weeks, you can notice reduced stiffness and a stronger heart, thanks to gentle cardiovascular engagement. Yoga instructor Hannah Barrett points out that walking yoga isn't simply about traveling from point A to point B. Rather, it merges the grounding impact of walking with the mindfulness of yoga to promote a deeper connection with your body, so you're moving with intention, not just getting steps in.
Professor Lee also emphasizes that balanced movements and proper body alignment minimize joint strain. This supports healthy aging and encourages long-term resilience. For individuals facing hormonal changes, such as menopause, or those just seeking a lower-impact way to stay active as they get older, the focused breathing and gentle stretches of walking yoga can help maintain homeostasis, the body's natural internal balance.
And once the body's system is balanced, circulation tends to improve, which means more oxygen reaches every cell. That can increase energy levels and support organ function. Professor Lee recommends practicing walking yoga at least 3 times a week, for 20 to 40 minutes per session, to see meaningful results in posture, mobility, and mental clarity within a month.
A lot of people wonder how to get started. It's simpler than you might think. First, become familiar with basic breathwork and beginner-friendly yoga poses, then pick a short, comfortable walking route. Dress appropriately for the weather, and try to walk during daylight for the extra benefit of natural light exposure. Most importantly, synchronize your breathing with your steps, as that's what truly helps anchor your focus.
Absolutely. For poses, you can stop every 10 minutes and do warrior pose or tree pose, which help improve balance. If you're seated most of the day, these postures can release tension in the hips, shoulders, and back. You might even choose to walk barefoot if the environment is suitable, although supportive shoes are always an option. The key is consistency. Even short sessions can shift your mental and physical state.
And if walking yoga doesn't fit your lifestyle or comfort level, simply walking outdoors is still a great choice. Time spent outside is linked to higher overall well-being. Research shows that people who spend time in nature report better health and an enhanced sense of peace. Plus, sunlight exposure aids in maintaining healthy vitamin D levels, which plays a significant role in immune function and disease prevention.
Precisely. Before we wrap up, let's highlight a few questions that often come up about walking yoga. The first is, what exactly is walking yoga and how does it help me? The answer is that it combines mindful walking, simple yoga stretches, and breathing exercises to reduce stress, ease stiffness, and reconnect you with your body. Another common question is how quickly people can see benefits, and many report feeling improvements after just one session, with even greater results after a couple of weeks.
That's right. People also ask, do I need to have yoga experience? The good news is that you don't. It's very beginner-friendly and can be an ideal gateway into mindfulness and gentle movement. Others wonder about the best ways to start. Typically, you begin by walking short distances, focusing on breath patterns, and pausing occasionally for basic stretches. And yes, if you feel comfortable, going barefoot in safe outdoor areas can enhance the experience.
Finally, there's the question about aging and hormonal balance. Walking yoga supports healthy aging by promoting circulation, reducing joint stiffness, and reinforcing homeostasis. It helps fortify resilience during life transitions, such as menopause, when hormonal fluctuations can affect energy and mood. For older adults or those managing chronic issues, it's a low-pressure way to keep muscles and joints active without pushing the body too hard.
That concludes our discussion on walking yoga. It's a simple, accessible method to improve flexibility, posture, and mental clarity, and it's especially helpful for anyone navigating today's constant digital distractions. If you're feeling overwhelmed, consider trying this mindful approach to movement. Remember, you don't need fancy gear to start. just a comfortable walking route, commitment to focused breathing, and openness to adding a few stretches along the way.
Thank you for joining us on Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We hope this conversation has shed some light on how walking yoga can fit into your life and help you reconnect with your body. Stay consistent, be patient with yourself, and remember that every small step counts toward improved well-being. We look forward to sharing more insights in our next episode.
Indeed, we do. Until then, I'm Ethan Foster, thanking you for tuning in. We appreciate your time and dedication to learning more about natural methods of optimizing health. We encourage you to embrace mindful movement, explore different approaches to fitness, and continue your path toward greater vitality. Join us next time for another deep dive into holistic wellness.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.